Like I asked you last week, in terms of the slow start of Kenny Pickett, it seems like it's starting to be recurrent. They talk about Matt Cannon, but I don't think it's all on Coach Cannon. I think the slow start of Kenny has to take its own responsibility. Anything to spur them or either one of them to kind of maybe up the ante.
Placed on the non-football illness list this week. We'll not see him for quite some time. Pickett, pressure, just has to get rid of it. Effort was good on Harris.
Moving around, he is relentless effort, and somehow, no matter how many double teams, how many triple teams they put on him, he...
Third. Out of the pattern from Pickett. Keeps it alive.
Pressure in here to do exactly what happened. Pickett then has to exit the pocket and moving to his left, just let it escape a bit. And there we go again. And for this rate.
And Claypool into the offense. Pickett. Throws this. Picked off by Michael Carter. I know this is a tip ball, Greg, and certainly you'd like Freiermuth to try and catch that, but this should have never been thrown. 3rd and 4. Pickett on the move, looking, throwing, incomplete. Oof. Caught in the vice down there is Freiermuth. When he went up in the air, watch his leg. He kind of leg whips Freiermuth across, almost kicks him right in the rib. You can see that. In games. The 3rd straight week. Jalen Warren is the back. Pickett's throw is incomplete for Pickett.
Typically does not play up and bump and run coverage. He's usually back and off and wants a shift to try and make up for that.
On 3rd and 7, Pickett drops, firing deep downfield, streaking is Calvin. Austin who's got it, and he's got it all. Touchdown Pittsburgh, but there's a flag back near the line of scrimmage.
Watch the blitz pick up. Here's the key to the play. Jalen Warren, 5'8", comes up and stones the rushing Crosby and sets up the bomb. The Pittsburgh Steelers here, they definitely were trying to get Calvin Austin going one-on-one, and their feeling was that Marcus Peters was a guy that, from a pure speed matchup standpoint, they felt really good about it, and exactly that happened. They picked up the blitz, they play it perfectly, and man, does that help everything in this offense. They just needed some big explosive plays to be able to jumpstart them, and for Kenny Pickett, wow, you see a blitz pickup like that. That is a 5'8" man taking out one of the best pass rushers in the entirety of the National Football League. And yeah, they're happy at 5.
I'll leave it at 7. Right back to the air, almost intercepted. A pick 6 to Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters is one of those guys that studies routes. He studies quarterbacks' eyes. He saw that route combination. He probably has some of the best hands
to help Pickett on 3rd and 8. Pickett 3 and 4, and Pickett hit as he throws. Hung in there and completed to the 38-yard line. George Pickett over the middle, thrown down at the 40-yard line. It is a
where they really need something out of Jerry Tillery, don't they? They just don't have that other.
2nd and 10. Pickett scans, comes back to Allen Robinson, and the veteran pulls Peters forward.
Anytime you see Max Crosby getting single blocked, it means that ball has
been run 7 passes in a 7-7 game. Pickett ran right into it, and they've got him. Max Crosby.
Middle and intercepted by Levi Wallace.
Steelers take over the 31, just 2 first downs in the game. One of them the touchdown. There's another one, Pat Freiermuth with the tight end.
Did him to do exactly that.
45, out quick the speedster, Austin with the touchdown. Divine Diablo says, I'll stop your speed. Diablo
blockers. Watch his little move back to the inside to split these two blockers and come up with this big hit. He is something. He runs about a 4.4 something too. He can run with anybody on the field. And Crosby right over the center.
Austin entangled with the DB. Couldn't get the back shoulder throw.
Cole right inside. Here comes Crosby right over the center with a running start. And they just stone him right there. That play really made by Nate Hobbs down the field. He really is one of their better players. Can't find it again.
It's kind of thrown their whole tempo off on offense. They were feeding Devontae when they had the ball. Back shoulder, Pickens. That one is broken up. Good play on the corner. That's Jacorian Bennett. If you look at the rookie.
One of the things that I really like about him is he's so fast that he just plays bump and run against the best receivers in the game because he knows they can't run past him. He doesn't care how fast they are. He gets right up in there.
3rd and 10. Pickett once again to Austin on the sideline. This one's going to be a flag at time. Bennett got caught, and he knows it.
Get a little accelerated pace out of Pittsburgh.
Pickett throws. He's caught by Allen Robinson. Pulled the ball away. It was Peter. Sets up 3rd and 9. Pickett spins around, he's got space to run again. Can he get the first down? Yes, he can. After the loss of 4. Pickett almost got sacked by Crosby and throws it away after the loss of 4. Pickett almost got sacked by Crosby and throws it away.
Gonna think he can get there. Crosby gets there first. He jumps back to the right. Says I'm gonna get rid of it. But 3rd down here.
65 total rushing yards on 18 carries. So they came on a Pickett scramble. Throw it on 1st down. Everything covered. Come back to the sideline. Allen Robinson.
But on the tail end of that thing, he took off like he was going to go deep against Marcus Peters. Hit the brakes, came back, and gave his guy a chance to.
It takes you back to some of the greatness of the foundation of the 70s. Oh. Pickett on the move, across the field, incomplete. He got. You're not in the phone. I'm pretty sure. 3rd and 5. Here he comes, looping up the middle. Got to Pickett, but Pickett found Pickens on the run. George Pickens into Raider territory, out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Big.
But the pick play in the middle of the field set up beautifully, just enough. Forcing Bennett to duck underneath, and that's all it took. There are some players who just have to get the ball in their hands, and George Pickens certainly one of those on occasion.
32, Crosby flipped to the sideline. Play action on a deep shot. Instead checks it down to Warren. Jalen gets out of the first tackle, but gains 2 yards. Such good edge rushers. You got to know each other at a Pro Bowl as well. 3rd and 7. Pickett flush, just has to get rid of it. Benson, nobody over there. And that pressure forced him to cut it loose. First trying to throw it out of bounds. Pickett, and he throws the slant. On time and on target. Pickett sees all silver and black.
Only this time you've got Pickett who actually threw the ball. So that's what you want to do. You want to be able to go play action, throw it right behind the linebackers, trust it. Sometimes you have to throw it between linebackers, but when you have great of all time.
Warren's got a lot of room here. Jalen Warren in space to the 45-yard line. Devon Diablo shut that down.
Which feels like there's a few more plays in the playbook, doesn't it? Anytime that you got Jalen Warren in the game, he has been so creative in space. And probably more important than that, Mike, is Kenny Pickett has a place to go. There's 30, boom, there it goes. And it just helps.
44. First down to 4.
Down throw here. Get confidence too.
Pickett to the end zone. Freiermuth touchdown. Great looking drive from the Steelers. Their offense has found a rhythm, and they extend the lead to 15.
When you run the football like they're running the football, it creates opportunities in the passing game as well. It's sort of interesting that that bootleg came off of a zone run action, and I don't think they run a zone play all night, but it was enough to fool the...
Kenny Pickett had not thrown multiple touchdown passes in a game. That can be deleted. Here's the second one of this night to Pat Freiermuth. After week, season after season.
Yeah, he really does. You know, and it was interesting hearing him talk about free agency, too. He said, you know, we do speed dating. We know all these guys. I've had conversations already. So I just pick up the phone.
Najee Harris, the back. Pickett keeps it, throws it. Incomplete to Calvin Austin. Not a lot of space to get to Austin. It'll bring up second down.
Pittsburgh Steelers on the other side.
Late getting out of the huddle here. Play clock running out. Tomlin's walked out to the official. Take a timeout if you need to. He does. Timeout. They probably would have gotten it off, but that's Mike Tomlin who's been on the sideline. 3rd and 8. Raiders bring it 5. Pickett throw in the middle. It is incomplete. Freiermuth trying to get it. There's no flag on Hobbs in the coverage. 3 and out forced by the Raiders defense.
Nate Hobbs, what a play here to set up a potential game winner. This is just fantastic. Going to get his head around at the last minute, get that football out. Those big tight ends, so tough to handle. No tonight in some of these key situations. Decided it.
There you go, empty. He rolls it, he throws it. It's caught for the first down by Allen Robinson.
End up with a blitz coming off the slot from the left-hand side right into the sprint left. Had to disguise it, make it look like a normal coverage. Marcus Epps on the back end of it literally had no chance of being able to get there. That's understanding what might happen to you.
Is managed correctly both ways. With about 19 seconds left behind the play, it is Najee Harris fighting for extra yards. It just gets on the ground. Came off their help. Out of timeouts, 153. Jalen Warren countered back to the left. Big hit from the former Steeler, Robert Spillane. 37. The Raiders needed to get the ball back. They had a chance to go for a touchdown. They may never touch it again on offense. 3rd and 11. It'll be Warren. And cut inside. He is down. Play clock will start.
And like I asked you last week, in terms of the slow start of Kenny Pickett, it seems like it's starting to be recurrent. They talk about Matt Canada, but I don't think it's all on Coach Canada. I think that the slow start of Kenny has to take its own responsibility. And like I asked you last week, in terms of the slow start of Kenny Pickett, it seems like it's starting to be recurrent. They talk about Matt Canada, but I don't think it's all on Coach Canada. I think that the slow start of Kenny has to take its own responsibility. And like I asked you last week, in terms of the slow start of Kenny Pickett, it seems like it's starting to be recurrent. They talk about Matt Canada, but I don't think it's all on Coach Canada. I think that the slow start of Kenny has to take its own responsibility. Anything to spur them or either one of them to kind of maybe up the ante a little bit?
Certainly.